All right, we're back on the OutbackAl. We have who's in the studio with us?
Chibi Noob.
We got a Chibs with us. Who else is here?
Hot for Justice, aka Gav.
Yin&Jung.
The Dread Pirate Dash.
Okay, and we're back playing Within Without Within. We're playing something, a game. We might be playing a game in a game. So
Yeah.
let's. Do we decide to sleep or play?
No, we were just getting to that.
I think we should play.
We might as well. We did
Play.
pay for it.
Yeah.
All right.
We did
Get our
waste our
money's
money on a
worth.
game that's woefully inadequate.
And has apparently kindergarten art and was made in 97.
All right.
97 wasn't a bad year. South Park came out then.
You would remember that.
I would. Stop calling me old. I did spend money on Sunflower War. Might as well give it a go. The day left me pretty drained, so this relic of a game would do a good job putting me to sleep. Maybe it'll transport you to a magical place where none of your problems exist. I switched on my laptop and inserted the disc, which I partly hoped would fail to load from old age. Too bad it worked just fine. No doubt a lot of people were loving Princess Aria right now. Meanwhile, here I was, enjoying this 640 by 480 godsend. No voice acting either. Well, just make up your own voices like everyone else.
Yeah, come on.
These illustrations look like they were done by a child. I would be better off closing my eyes and imagining my own artwork.
Do it.
Yeah! Start making artwork. Forget calligraphy. The grass reached up to our knees. As I read along, I painted an image of the scene in my head. The plants rustled as we waded through. We paused once every few steps, fearing there might be snakes hiding among the bushes. Somehow we managed to survive the evening. The sun surged from behind the horizon, outlining the earth with an orange glow. Slowly, the blue sky emerged and vanquished the darkness that had haunted us. As light bathed the soil, I found myself in a field of sunflowers. I had imagined this place to look far more terrifying, but anxiety had merely been playing tricks on me. I drew a deep breath to savor the morning fragrance in the distance. Birds chirped as if applauding our survival.
This is boring, actually.
Yup. I could see it. Not only that, but touch, hear, and smell it too. An experience crafted by my imagination. The image rivaled the strokes of any artist, and it belonged to me alone. This fulfillment inspired me to take things further.
What?
The blast of gunfire deafened us as we dove behind the wall. A bullet whizzed past the tip of my helmet. Sam had passed his helmet onto me with her dying breath. I would carry on her legacy. That escalated quickly.
Yeah, really.
The desert heat pinched sweat out from my every pore. I desperately wanted to empty this water bottle down my throat, but with no help in sight, I must conserve every drop. Cho's eyes closed, this time never to reopen. Despite our promise to survive together, only I managed to survive. How I wished I could take her place. I finished reading Sunflower War right as the clock struck 3 a.m.
Oh no.
How so many people had missed this classic left me dumbfounded. Actually, that would be a lie, as I too had every intention of tossing this game aside. I kept demanding excitement without offering an ounce of passion in return. If I played my part, I might be able to discover so much more. As Sunflower Wars credits rolled, I realized just how small the development group was. The team probably knew they stood no chance against the bigger studios, yet they still did their best with dated technologies to deliver a vision they believed in. The happiness they felt when working on the project poured out of every line of this in this game. I could gaze right into their hearts. Heart, the thing I had long neglected. Is this a good end? Did we figure out?
Mommy! Daddy!
Oh, we're having a flashback. Vinty, what is it, darling?
Look! It's my calligraphy!
Honey, it's calligraphy, and that's terrible. That's great. I think you have a lot of talent.
This is so much fun! I'm going to become a calligrapher!
Oh, I bet you are. It's gonna be terrible. I had forgotten the last time I found joy in calligraphy. Every stroke these days felt like a grocery chore. All I obsessed over was how much, or rather how little, people paid attention to my efforts. My works no longer possessed heart, and I failed to notice it. Time to do something about that. I could hardly wait to start. After all, I chose this path because I loved it. Thank you, Sunflower
nice.
War. Oh, we're not done. The next day I ventured outside into the fire with a new set of calligraphies. Though I made no sales thus far, I still found myself beaming. That might explain why some people smiled back. Perhaps it was the weather, but I swore everyone felt warmer today. The fire has something to do with it.
What?
Mommy, there she is.
What?
Something's wrong with the game.
Mommy.
Ma. What's...
What is going on?
Okay.
Alright, we good.
Okay.
Alright.
Weird.
Just.
Mommy, there she is, the ice cream lady.
A boy dragged his mother in my direction. It was that kid I helped out yesterday. The mother and I exchanged nods.
Honey, the lady has a name. It's rude to call her the ice cream lady.
What's her name then?
Oh my, it's... Well, sorry, what is it?
It's actually ice cream lady.
It's
It's
ice
Dutch.
cream lady.
It's a Dutch name.
Oh.
It's Venti.
The mother slapped her boy on the back. See her... Oh, sure.
See, her name is Miss Venti.
Mommy, can we buy one of these doodles from the ice cream lady?
We went through puberty quick.
Wow.
Doodle must be another word for top-of-the-line calligraphy. No other explanation could restrain me from shaking the brain out of this boy. My name was nowhere inside that little brain anyway.
Island.
Oh god, is it happening again?
Yeah, a little bit.
The mother checked her wallet, and her face scrunched up the way mine often did. All good, madam. I knew how it felt to be living on the edge of being homeless.
Please.
The boy nagged on. This showed why I would never have kids. I don't think any of Japan is having kids right now, so you're kind of...
Yeah.
Yeah. The mother relented at last and bought one of my works. Guess the boy wanted to repay my kindness. I gave his hair a ruffle as thanks. After flashing his missing tooth with a grin, he pulled his I think that sentence was weird. He pulled his mother back into the crowd. Well, at least I scored better marks than yesterday. And we didn't hit anyone, so that's good.
Yeah.
Another man strolled towards me. Wow, I was on a roll now. With heart on my side, my fame and fortune had arrived. Clean my shoes, peasants.
Oh, it's him.
Hey, it's you again.
The man said. Oh, the troll from yesterday. I calmed my thoughts to avoid causing a scene. Maybe the guy came to apologize. Even a creep like him must know how rude he had been. Yes, my aura had cleansed him of all evil thoughts. Go on, empty your wallet at my greatness.
Wow, these new scribbles are even worse than the ones you bought. Wow, these new scribbles are even worse than the ones you brought last time.
I bet you have a girlfriend.
Ellipses! Ellipses! Ellipses!
Crazy Calligrapher dubstep remix with original. Somehow I turned it into an internet celebrity. Top comment. Damn, snap! Wow, she went full crazy. Lol. Triangle mouth at 0.07 Illuminati. She'll be like, why you no buy, haha. More like this might be a good time to look for that second job. Thank you for playing. That's it?
What?
So no matter what,
That's
we
the
fail.
only end.
Alright.
We fail.
We could still
You know
choose
what?
to sleep.
You know, yeah, alright. So, I guess that's without within. That,
We are without.
We are without.
you're without.
But are we within?
No.
What happens if we didn't play the game? Was it just we go to sleep and then we fail and we lose our zeal for life?
Sounds like a regular day to me.
Okay. This was
I want her to succeed.
We just hit 10 minutes on this, so it's like.
Try sleeping.
Do we want to sleep?
Yeah, you know
Just
what?
see
We're
what
gonna go back and find
happens.
out what happens when we sleep. Let's start a new game.
Maybe we'll suddenly
No,
become
not
famous.
this one.
Oh, here we go.
We're too far ahead. Oh wait, are we sleeping now, or are we sleeping before? Are we just not gonna get out of bed?
Oh, let's try this one.
All right, we're
try
right here.
sleeping.
All right, let's sleep instead of play. And yeah, forget it. I only bought sunflower. We're out of pressure. After shoving the game into my bin, I crawled into bed. For the next few weeks, I tried over and over to sell my calligraphies, but all my works remained untouched. Well, aside from the few pedestrians who stepped on them by mistake. Wait, my bad. I did make one sale. This one guy said he needed my calligraphy to use as toilet paper.
Oh.
I had zero passion left for calligraphy. In fact, just thinking about it fueled me with anger. This was no longer the career for me. Today, I chose to retire for good.
Wow.
Bad end. Okay.
All right.
Well, now we know that. Let's find out what happens whenever we start all the way over and just don't wake
No
up.
return.
Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna have to go way back.
New game. Title.
I don't think there's any way for this to go well for us.
No, I think, you know what? I feel like we've all learned the moral of the story. Don't become a calligrapher, kids. There's no money in it.
And if
No
you're
money.
if you're into that, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry
Okay.
if you do calligraphy.
Just running on through. We're staying in bed. Screw today. I snuggled back into my blanket. The landlady could knock all she wanted, but my focus was on my calligraphy dreams. I had no time for these common folk matters.
A week later.
Relatable.
Turned out the landlady was chasing me for my rent. By the time I realized she had already evicted me, now I lived on the streets with nothing but my calligraphy.
It got worse.
The past few nights had been freezing cold, and I ran out of tissues to wipe my running nose with. To make things worse, I could feel my head heating up from an oncoming fever.
No.
Might I interest you in buying one of my works? I got a 2-for-1 deal today.
It got sadder.
There's no good ends to this game.
There's not.
I mean, the only other thing we didn't do was not help the child,
I
but
feel like that's gonna make things.
yeah, I think it's just
Do
gonna
we?
make
You know what? We
things
got a
worse.
little bit of time. Do we want to go back and not help that child at all?
Okay, let's
Try.
see what being a terrible person does.
All right, time to
Bring
time.
us fame and fortune?
Wait.
Probably not.
We're going all in just for ourselves.
All right.
Oh God, where do we load from?
Help or ignore. That one.
Ignore.
Okay, we're ignoring the child.
The city is still on
We
fire.
are really bouncing around.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Sorry, kids. Miss Vinty had a job to go to. Convincing myself that another person would help him, I headed off to work. Well, we already know there's no good ending from that, so. The next morning, the kid from yesterday appeared on the news. The report announced he had gone missing? Guilt seized my heart and threatened to crush it. I ended up being just as selfish as the people I had criticized. A lowlife like me had no right to dream about success. I could never return to that place without being tormented by remorse. And so my little stint as an artist came to an end.
Oh
Wow.
There are no good
I guess
ends.
that's it. That's the whole game. We've gone through everything.
no! There are no good endings.
Damn.
Everything ends with your dreams crushed and you ending up on the internet.
Well, I guess that's why there's like a sequel and
And
a trequel.
They're probably sad too.
there's a without within 2 and a without within 3.
Alright, well, maybe down the line we'll have to look at those to see if anything good happens to this person.
I feel so bad for them.
Poor Venti.
Yeah, poor Venti.
Sad.
Poor Venti. Poor us for not realizing how sad we were gonna get. That wasn't sad. But,
I feel. Oh no. No.
yeah, it's just, that's it. That's it. That's the game.
Yep.
That is the game.
All right. Well.
Alright.
And now you're all part of the game.
Oh, you.
Okay, alright, I'll stop. Alright. We'll be back with more games, and I don't know when this is coming out, so whenever.
All right.
Everybody say bye.
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 Don't do calligraphy, kids.
Don't.